What is going on, my super sandwiches, my super saiyans, my super sans, my Marvel fans? Infinity War was amazing. It was epic, it had everything. It had action, it had emotion. Straight away, 10 out of 10, top 5, #1 villain of all time, on par with Heath Ledger, who was the Joker in Batman, The Dark Knight Rises. You know, it was one of the most complex Marvel films that I've seen. It had a crazy combination of characters. You know, my favourite two, I believe, was, I think, Iron Man and Doctor Strange. Their sort of personality clash that was going on. When he says, "Doctor, do you concur?" I was like, oh, that's from the comic. I also enjoyed Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy. That was really funny, you know, took some of the tension away, so it was really entertaining. I think in general, the film itself was done really well. It felt right at the time, about 2.5 hours, felt perfect. I don't think any longer would have done. I think the way the film ended, if you haven't seen the film, go see it. Obviously this is a spoiler, you know. The way the film ended with everybody sort of disintegrating once Nick Fury came onto the scene and he started to realise that everyone was disappearing. He's been planning for this. I think that left everyone in the cinema, including myself, like, what? Everyone left the cinema silent. No one clapped, no one cheered. Everyone was just confused. It was like, we know what happens in the comic, we know what Thanos does, we know what this film's about, but how are they going to end the film like that? Like, Spider-Man gave Iron Man a hug, you got this really nice, like, this sort of father-son thing going on, which is obviously going to play into everybody's heartstrings. It's really going to work into the Spider-Man Homecoming films. And Iron Man, the father of the MCU, that's what they were going for. We can see that. It really made everyone feel so sad. He's like, I don't want to go. Like, he was like, Dad, I don't want to go, I don't want to die. That had everyone sad. All of the main characters, which was really good, because I didn't want to see just the poor characters disappear. They got rid of some real strong characters, and all that was left was the main Avengers, the first original Avengers. You know, straight away, as soon as the film started, we had major character deaths. There was too many characters for them to be in the whole film for 2.5 hours. It was ridiculous, so they had to kill off some characters. I was so scared, I thought Thor was gonna die, but it wasn't. It was his brother Loki. And I love Loki, I do like Loki. I like him as a villain, as a character, as an actor. I think Loki was amazing. We know that, you know, characters like Spider-Man died, Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes, Scarlet Witch, but they can't be dead. Obviously they're going to come back. I think there's going to be a massive clash in the next film. Everybody comes back and it's like, you know, all the Avengers versus Thanos, not just 5 or 6 or 7. There'll be like literally 50 of them taking him on with the gauntlet. End of the film, we saw Thanos snap his fingers, and then the gauntlet seemed to like destroy itself, enclosed around his hand, and just crushed itself with the gem still intact. Does that mean he can't use it anymore? That's a question I want to know. Does that mean it's finished? Is he done? He went to Gamora's planet. He was there like a farmer, chilling, just enjoying himself. Is he done now? Is he not fighting anymore? He was such a sick villain. You know, it was all up there. He was playing with the Avengers. He wasn't there to mess around or fight like the other bad guys had. He just came, done his job, snapped his fingers, got the stones. In one movie, everyone's dead. Everyone's dead. Where was Ant-Man and Hawkeye? Like, these aren't my favorite characters, but where the fuck were they? Those are my guys. Like, we need those guys. Like, Ant-Man, obviously we know he's a master infiltrator. He's not an assassin, but he infiltrates. He steals from banks, right? And then you've got Hawkeye, who's like a super assassin. He's like same level as Scarlett Johansson, which is Black Widow. There must be something happening that we don't know about. If you look back to the comics, they weren't doing anything. The way Thanos died was Iron Man found a way to kill him. But I don't think they're going to do that. Russo brothers are not going to do that this time. Iron Man already went one-on-one with Thanos, and he couldn't stick up to it. He couldn't handle it. Thanos just laughed. He cut his face, and he's like, all of that action, all of that suit power, all those nanites, for what? The nanites, I would say, was sick. He can move the nanites around his body, so his helmet broke off. He moved it from his leg up to his face. I love that, what Marvel did with that. And hopefully he brings that back into the next film for the next, I think it's called a Bleeding Edge suit. Hopefully we see that again, because that needs more screen time. I genuinely think Thanos is such a sick villain that he wants to play the game. He wanted to show them they were nothing, and he could just deal with them in one go when he got to Wakanda. He dealt with everybody. Cap just got one punched down to the floor. Vision, dead. Black Panther, one punched. Hulk, just like boxing. He just destroyed him. He just gave him a few just uppercuts. Oh my God, I was sitting there like, in the first 10 minutes I was like, give it a 10 out of 10. You know, you can't top a film like that. It's going to take a lot to top a film like Infinity War. You know, we've got Ant-Man and the Wasp, we've got Black Panther 2, we've got films like Venom, we've got films like Spider-Man Homecoming 2, we've got so much to play with. Captain Marvel. I know Captain Marvel is like the female version of Superman. I can't wait to see Nick Fury when he had hair and he still had both his eyes. Imagine he's got like an afro, that would be so cool. Guys, this is Stephen Baisden. Thanks very much. Have a look at my other videos, my other reviews, and please subscribe and like below. Give a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys soon.